Tutaj blană și hai să vedem, să întoarce camera. Hello everybody, we are almost at the top of the Mount Teide in Tenerife. This is my buddy from Romania. His name is Ninel. He's a street artist, and I wanted to show you how the vapors of smoke are coming out of the mountain, of the volcano, right as we speak. Yeah, I mean this is something which you cannot see on everyday basis, you know. So that's the smoke, or maybe only vapors, but it smells like a lot of sulfur coming out from the mountain. So I'm going to give you a tour. You can see the sea, and then the valley, and you can see the towns, the Santa Cruz, you can see the Puerto, and you can see at the distance, you can see the island of Gran Canaria. Yeah, and even the moon is very, yeah, even the moon, yeah, there it is. So this is hefty. This is very, very spectacular. So I'm going to have to take you with me through the last steps. These are actually the last steps of Mount Teide. So in just a few moments, we're going to be reaching the top. We're going to be practically and effectively the highest people in the whole Spain, because this mountain has, the top of this mountain, El Pico del Teide, has an altitude of 3,717 meters. Yeah, so this is the absolutely highest top in the whole Spain, and it is one of the highest volcanoes in the world too. Not quite the highest, but one of the highest. Yeah, so you can see the vapors coming out from the mountain. This is a spectacular view, believe me. I wish you could have been. And there's a lizard, maybe the highest lizard, one of the highest lizards. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, we have like something like 100 meters. You can see it on my watch. We are on an altitude of about 3,642 meters right now. So we only have less than 100 meters height to climb. I don't know if my battery from my mobile phone is going to reach that far filming, but I think it will. So that's why I want you to be with me as I'm doing this. This is the second time for me, but it's the first time for my friend, and I promised him that if he pays me like 7,000 euro cash, I'm going to take him all the way up to the top. He doesn't have the money, but he can pay me like, yeah, little by little. No, I'm just kidding. And there's another island right there. That's the island of La Gomera. And as I said to you, that's the mountain of that's the island of Gran Canaria. And that's, yeah. So this is spectacular. And then you have even the astronomic observatory, where people come to see stars and everything during the night. They pay a lot of money to guides and everything to bring them to this location. So let us just go on with the last steps. I'm going to let my friend to be the first to reach the top, the summit. I promised that to him. So I owe him, I mean, 7,000 euros is a lot of money, you know, so he deserves that much. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't going to charge him, not even a single coin, because he's my friend. And friends, they are very hard to find, you know. And when you find them, you keep them. Just a little bit to the top. You can see right there. Smoke coming out. We could have adapted the song of Deep Purple, singing that this is not smoke on the water, but it's smoke on the volcano. Yeah, smoke on the mountain. So up we go. And as I said to you, it smells like a lot of sulfur, and then we can see a lot of green spots actually in the crater of the volcano. Something which is very interesting is like these are the very few forms of vegetation. Yeah, and then you can see actually like a chimney exactly through that hole. It's wet, and yeah, this is not smoke, I'm pretty sure. It's only vapors coming out. And we're getting closer now. We're getting really close. So this, I hope, will bring me some likes and views on the YouTube. Yeah, it's a pretty long movie, but it's worth it to see it. I mean, the last steps, just when I'm going to reach the crater, the summit, the top notch, the top of the volcano. Yeah, it's there, right there. You can see the red one. So I'll have to unzoom it a little bit. Yeah, it's much better. I tell you, we have a very big backpacks, but we let them down on the end of the cabin because it took us a lot, and we've been climbing up for some hours now. We started at 8 o'clock. Yeah, it was 8:15, I think, when we start, and that pretty much ate our energy, and we didn't want to take the backpacks with us on the last part of the mountain. So actually, if you want to do this, I would recommend that you would reserve a permit. So you can just Google it, permit for Mount Teide. You have to take it like before, I'm not sure, maybe like 1 week or a few days at least, because the guys from the national park of Teide, they are not going to let you go up on the mountain. Yeah, they're not going to allow you to do it unless you have the permit. But the secret is that after 5 o'clock, they are going to take the last cabin. And if you don't want to take the last cabin, I'm getting dizzy. If you don't want to take the last cabin and you are sure that you can climb down after, then it's like no one to stop you, so you can freely just climb up the mountain. But if you have the permit, it doesn't cost anything. It's like free of charge, but you only have to reserve it because they want to keep an eye on how many people are climbing the mountain in the same time, because it's a very big flux of people coming. There's a lot of people coming out with the cabins, and that's why they want to see it. They don't allow too many people in the same time, because it can get crowded and people can be hurt or something. Accident might happen and stuff like that, you know. So that's why they try to keep an eye on how many people are actually climbing the mountain in the same time. How many minutes? It's 8 minutes. Yeah, you can take 2-3 minutes more. Whew. It's the oxygen is pretty rare up here, and besides that, the very strong smell of sulfur, it will give you a headache. So it will make you feel very, very, very powerless. And in the same time, in these small holes where the vapors are coming out, you can see those white spots and green spots, you know, which are left after the vapors are going up. So maybe about 30 meters now, and we are going to be reaching the Mount Teide. You can see it even here, the white spots. It's like a salt, but this is not this is maybe sulfur salt or something like that, because this is not the original salt that we are using. Sodium, yeah, that we are using to the food and stuff. So now you can see right there, 2 islands, one behind the other. So it's a pretty spectacular view. I don't have exactly my orientation, so I don't know exactly which they are. I'm pretty sure that This is the closest, and this has to be the Gran Canaria because it has the highest mountains. And then that's the La Gomera, and then is the other one behind the La Gomera. But I cannot focalize right now which exactly, visualize right now which one exactly it is. Yeah, but it's a pretty spectacular view. I can give you that. Yeah. It's, I always wanted to say this to my friend, Linel. I'm going to have to say it like this. Frodo, I hope you have the ring with you. Because we have to throw it into the volcano. Yeah, otherwise, all this hike, it would have been for nothing. Yeah.
When is the last ferry?
Yeah, 5 o'clock. So it is pretty done, yeah.
So now, by
We only, exactly, we have to take the way down. Yeah. Pero no hace nada, podemos.
divertitevi.
So I always wanted to say this. Last time I didn't, 2015 when I was here last, I didn't, yeah, here you can see a lot of smoke and vapors coming out from the mountain. Last time when I was on the mountain, I forgot this line with the ring, but I told you, yeah, and now we're actually not quite at the top, but we are at the edge of the crater, and I'm going to give you, yeah, small look. Yeah, they have these solar panels with the machines that are measuring the activity of the volcano. Yeah, so actually this is the volcano. Yeah, this is the crater of the volcano. You can see like a circle here, another way to this where I am standing, and down here it's the volcano, the actually crater. You should have been here to just feel the smell. I mean, it's obvious, and quite the peak is right there because that's why I like the highest point, and we're going to reach it right now. Yeah, this is amazing. So now, Frodo, it would be a very good time for you to throw the ring, okay? Let us just be over with it. I'm tired of this Lord of the Rings. Let the Sauron die. Yeah, so you can see they have these solar panels, powered machinery. I don't know what kind of devices that are supposed to actually measure the activity inside the volcano, because now they have actually, I'm very fascinated about the green spots, you know, the green stones and everything. You can see that they have they found out that the volcano is slowly but surely starting to be active again, and they are more than sure that in less than 50 years, so 50 years, the volcano is going to erupt again. We don't know how badly, we don't know how strong, but they are pretty sure that during the next 50 years it's going to blow up again. So that's why they have the machinery, and they are monitoring everything. And as you maybe all know and find out, yeah, another view of the crater. The volcanoes in the Canary Islands, they've never been so violent. So in the last maybe 200 years, they maybe erupted, the Mount Teide erupted like one time, 1910 or something like that, 1907, no one died. And then last year or 2 years ago, the volcano in the Gran Canaria in Las Palmas erupted too. And the same, no one, absolutely no one died, and no one got hurt or something. Yeah, it destroyed some houses, but they knew from the beginning, and they managed to evacuate everybody just before the lava reaching the houses. And yeah, you can see another small, two more small craters. Yeah, one right over there, you can see it, a small crater, and maybe one like over there. Yeah, exactly. There are actually very many craters, and yeah, this darker ground is actually the most recent lava that ever came from this volcano. Yeah, this is like amazing. Yeah, please. After you, my friend. You have to be the first one reaching the top of Mount Teide. Yeah. So those are exactly the last steps, maybe the last 30 steps. Yeah. There is the top, the highest top in the whole wide Spain. This is like perfect. I mean, the views are to die for. Yeah. Another view of the crater. Yeah. So this is the crater, and now the chain reaching all the way to the top, my friends. Yeah. So this is the top right here. This stone right here is the highest point of the Mount Teide. Let's go. Yes, finally. Okay. There's a lot of vapors right here. Yeah, coming from those holes. You see down there? There's a lot of vapors. The smell of sulfur is very strong. You can see a lot of the vapors coming out from the volcano. Yes. Whew. Come on, my friend. This is the actually top right here. So you have to be the first. After you. You deserve this. You've been so brave, and I have to thank you for that. My friend Ninel, you can find him in Puerto de la Cruz. He's there to entertain people. Yes, and that's how it gets. You see the, Ninel, you see the small piece of metal right on the top? Look at me. On that direction, that's a small piece of metal. That's the top. That's the top of the Teide. So now you can see the actual moment when my friend is touching the void, reaching the top. Yeah, that piece of metal, please, touch it. Ninel, and touch the void. Right there, you see that small piece of metal, right on top. There. Behind you, yeah, that's the actually top, the highest point. Yeah, you can see something shiny there. It's a piece of metal, yeah. And now he's touching the top of Mount Teide. Woohoo! So I'm going to give you a tour just for you to see that is nothing higher close to us, nothing higher than this. All right? So we are on the top of the whole Spain. Let me come close to you, my friend, so that we can celebrate. So, you see, this small piece of metal is actually the top of Mount Teide. So, thanks everybody for watching. You're sitting here with Ciprian and Ninel, and another tour for you, and the last one, because we're going to start taking some pictures for our friends. I'm not sure how I can turn. I cannot turn the camera, I think. So, yeah, another view with the top of Teide. There it is.